After releasing 2 historical fiction novels in the past year, a local author has returned to the place that inspires her the most. Susan Mathis currently lives in Colorado Springs, but is originally from Watertown, New York, and spent many childhood summers on the St. Lawrence River. Every year, Mathis returns to the North Country to connect with readers, friends, and family along the river. Although she has been doing an annual book tour for 5 years, she shared how this year's tour was special, especially after COVID-19.
Loved meeting my friends, my fans, readers that are hearing about them for the first time and getting all excited because all my books are about the river and they're historical fiction. And so I go back into history and I use the historical facts, but I create fictional characters to bring the drama in. You can go on a tour and you can just hear the facts, but the facts are different than experiencing them. And I like to make people experience them in my stories.
After writing nonfiction for years, she turned a corner in her professional career and began writing historical fiction stories on the Thousand Islands. The first story was loosely based on her family's tie, and now she has published 7 books with 2 additional titles in the works. The river, she said, is what keeps her writing, as she believes it holds countless stories that must be preserved.
There are so many historical stories up here. I mean, the places and the history is so rich. And it's so taken for granted. And if we don't write about it, we'll lose it eventually. The buildings will rot or burn, and then we won't have them, as we well know.
And discussing the aspect that continues to connect Mathis with her readers nationwide, she focused on how the river continues to inspire her even when she is thousands of miles away.
It just reignites the love for the river. We kind of take the river for granted. But, it's when you see it with new eyes and from people who have never experienced it before, it's just a beautiful thing.
Susan Mathis will release her newest title in May of 2022, and it will be the 3rd book of her Thousand Islands Gilded Age series. For ABC 50 Now in Watertown, I'm Isabella Colello. For more local news, go to informnny.com or download the ABC 50 mobile app.